What's up? I'm Tony Christensen, also known as Motive, and you are watching Video Underground.
Meet Tony Christensen, a dedicated, passionate, hard-working artist. Not your everyday hip-hop artist in today's world. Like many famous and popular artists, Tony has the same mentality when it comes to work ethic and producing music. Although he may not be signed, his personality remains modest and humble. Video Underground is lucky enough to give you fans the insider access to Motive, a true visionary of the underground music scene.
I think I've always been writing pretty much. I started, officially recording in a studio when I was 16 years old.
Wake Up WSC was built off of an incident that occurred back on February 21st on Greek Rail. Basically the breaking point, or the straw on the camel's back, if you want to go ahead and call it that, on a lot of different discriminatory issues that occur on this campus.
Individuals in general, we all have that feeling of not feeling included. That's just
Every year, people of color who identify themselves as transgender are ruthlessly murdered. In addition, they are disregarded by not only society but mainstream media. Earlier this month, the members of Queer People of Color and Allies organized a rally on the WSU campus to raise awareness.
Hello, my name is Paulina Abustan. My preferred pronouns are she, her, and I was inspired to do the rally today because I do identify as queer, Filipina, and I actually have a friend and colleague from UC Santa Barbara, Zoraida Reyes, who was murdered. She's queer, trans, Latina, and she was actually an activist for the immigrants community and also the trans and queer community.
Society views me as, I have to be a man, I have to take charge, but, sometimes it's like, I don't want to take charge. Pressure on me is to say, I have to act this way, I have to be tough, I have to put out this front that I'm a man, I'm not a huge emotional softie, but in reality, I'm one of the biggest softies probably out there.
Well, interestingly, my life here with my wife in the United States, it was one of the, trigger, it drives me to stand for women.
When it came to religion, just like when I was in Kenya, we have every culture, they have their own way, the way they practice the religion, but we followed it the best we could. We practiced it perfectly. There was nothing at that time, and then the change came when I came to America. Is that it's just the way they viewed it. The Muslim was different, and
more liberating to actually show your entire body to the public. What if I choose? Is it less liberating for me to choose to not show my body to the public? So I think that people tend to think of liberation as one way and not both, when actually the idea of choice is what's more liberating. I had 2 jobs, so I would go from job A to job B on the bus. This is in Boston. So I had an hour and a half between jobs, and I had to figure out somewhere to pray.
As with any religion, finding spirituality is a personal journey. For Washington State University student Saeed Talal, a pivotal event in his life has transformed and guided his way of thinking.
Something that happened to me, in my life, and I was oblivious to religion, to God. I wasn't an atheist. I was more of a Gnostic, I guess, and then
And then my best friend, he killed himself, right?
أولي بسم الله يا رحمن يا رحيم إن بسم وحال لغا بالله بين بارك مالي إن بسم كوا بقول يا توبان وانا بابورين يا الله نوبرانا يو باسكناغا حجاب والأمين دهاينو هو بناغا أقبالو ورامين دهاينو هو بناغا أقبالو dhakhtarku caynkoob yahaanku caddaynaya digtoor iscilqaabay baa xoolahoodii bixiyey digtoor qoys digtoor walhaad muuminiinankayaga mudane axmed indirihiis maamulkeena saare mudane ibraahinoho maamulkeena kaale mamada soomaaliyeed ee sucaada saagal mamada soomaaliyeed ee sucaada saagal kuu duceeye halloo ku sii warqowsan waan kuu duceeye halloo ku sii ilaahow cimri dheer ku sii caafimaad ku sii ilaahow cimri dheer ku sii caafimaad ku sii qowsow waan kuu duceeye halloo ku sii indadii adduunyaba iloohow daa kaaga qaad ودهركان قرايلو دين بداف كسي دهركان قرايلو هو دين بداف كسي كولا جعلا دهيلو هو نارتكا فوقي.
Well, when you see the next day after the operation that the woman is smiling, that's a very, very nice reward. That she's dry and that she's happy, that she feels that she is a person again.